27 years of age, entering his physical prime, the 13-0 with 10 KOs, Devin Cushin, making his way to the ring, and as we mentioned, looking to avenge a loss to Correa in the amateur ranks. No love lost between these Sunshine State rivals who are getting it on in the Golden State tonight. And for Cushin, the first time that he will be fighting here in California. And of course, he's currying favor with the California crowd when you come up with the West Coast G-Funk, my friends. All right, let's go to the numbers that matter for our opening contest here live on pay-per-view. Devin Cushin, 6 years younger, has a half-inch reach advantage, 3 inches taller, but again, Correa with some mental advantages, knowing, yeah, he picked up a win, but that was in the amateurs. This is a professional prize fight for all the money and pride, and it's time to go to the Hall of Fame ring announcer, the one and only, the always classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the Honda Center here in Anaheim, California for Last Man Standing, and a big blockbuster night of action coming away, brought to you by FanMio, live on FanMio pay-per-view, and in association with Real Fight Inc. and Game Bred Boxing Promotions. Tonight's action is sponsored by the Make America Great Again token at the Ethereum Network, Limitless One Shot, Ultimate Energy, Happy Dad, Hard Seltzer, Board Jerky, and Punch Extraordinary Tequila. Introducing our 3 judges scoring the action from ringside, we have Don DeVergis, Pam Hayashida, and Dr. Lou Moret. Our third man to the ring, the referee in charge of the action, Michael Margado. All right, fans, here we go. Hard-hitting lightweights in the ring. We're scheduled 8 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first, on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring wearing red trunks with black trim, fighting out of Miami by way of Santiago de Cuba. He weighed in at 131.2 pounds. With a fine record of 13 wins and only 1 defeat, he has 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing Manuel Sweet Dreams Correa. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the red corner, this 8th round attraction, wearing olive green trunks with black and red trim, joining us from Pensacola, Florida. He weighed in at 131.9 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 13 wins, no losses, 10 wins. Coming by way of knockout, please welcome the hard-hitting Devin Cushin. I'm here. Once again, a referee in charge, Michael Margado, now to give instructions. 8 rounds of boxing scheduled.
Fighter chief second, please. Fighter chief second. Fighter chief second only. Get your mouthpiece in one more. Go. Fighter chief second, come on. All right, gentlemen, listen. Both of these belt lines here look good. Everything here and above are legal blows, okay? You're both receiving instructions in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean, hard-fought professional fight. Touch gloves now. God bless you both.
Yo, Hal.
3 judges chosen by the California State Athletic Commission will be seated at ringside, scoring each round based on clean, effective punching. The winner of each round gets 10 points. His opponent, 9 or less. Devin Cushin. Knockout power.
Let's go.
Manny Correa coming off a TKO in his last fight. A win over Carlos Padilla. For Cushin, 5 KOs in his last 6 fights, guys, all in 4 rounds or less. And for the rest of the night, you'll be Showtime. You will be Sugar.
There we go.
And Sugar, 9 of your 12 knockout wins come via punching. You're 1-0 as a boxer. What do you like most about the sweet science?
Yeah, left-handed, right-handed.
I could, drop people with both hands, but it's an interesting sport. It is a science, like you said. It's a very physical sport, very mental sport.
Nice counter from Cushin. And in many ways, you're the bantamweight champion in the UFC. That's 135 pounds. These two are fighting in the boxing lightweight division, which is 135 pounds. And you've talked about the itch to get into professional boxing again.
Man, I would love to step into this the square and test my boxing skills.
Sean, you have a long, illustrious career and now a proud family man and building your own media empire. What are you looking for early in this fight?
Well, I see it. When you talk about Pensacola, you're only talking about one thing, Roy Jones. Look at this kid, Cushin. He comes from the school, the Roy Jones school. You see it. He's a southpaw, and he's smaller. But you see it 100% from the way he holds his hands, that little bounce rhythm that he has.
Condolences to Roy Jones and his family on the recent passing of his son.
Yes, absolutely.
Just over a minute remaining here in the opening round.
Cushin's punching into the body, nice. Jabbing, punching into the body, nice. It's going to set up that overhand left.
I got it.
Yes, the cool part about Cushin, he's a kid that can do a lot of different things, and he's actually really good at a lot of different things. We see him boxing from the outside, but also, like you said, Sugar, not afraid to stick that left hook, that left straight to the body.
Correa opening up along the ropes. Cushin able to pivot, establish himself back in the center of the ring, the southpaw against the orthodox Correa. Half a minute remaining in the opening frame, and good combination there. Cushin having Correa at the end of his punches.
I feel like this is a pretty high-paced first round, considering it's 10 rounds, right? 10?
It's an
8-round fight still.
Listen, this is 135 right here, baby. We punches and bunches. All right, so you trying to get in the ring, punches and bunches like these guys right here.
There you go. Good job. Stop that bell now.
Well, of course, with the power in both hands.
Yeah, I was referring more to like Ryan Garcia. You watch him; he's very technical. That last fight, I feel like it was very few punches thrown in the early rounds.
Yeah.
Floyd, for example, against Connor, very few punches thrown in the first few rounds. But these guys are going at it.
Yeah, for Cushin, he went 14 of 49 in the opening round. Correa just 4 of 26, according to CompuBox. Again, just the barometer. Let's listen in to the Cushin corner.
Going. You know what I mean? And just work around him and touch. Look great, man. You're seeing good. Yeah.
Hey, watch your backing up and make your adjustment. That's all you got.
There's no sense in backing up. You keep control of the center of that ring, man. You hear me? Take your time. Take your time. Relax. We're good.
Moviendo la cabeza de lado a lado. ¿Me estás entendiendo? De lado a lado. Dale.
Second round, mouthpiece. Hold on. You're going to be able to get to it.
Bell and round number 2. Cushin's corner do not want Cushin to back up. They want him to control the center of the ring and use the stick to do so, and he immediately establishes the jab.
Absolutely. I mean, I really do, man. And I know there's some bias here because me growing up, I was a big Roy Jones fan, but even look at Cushin's feet. They're really, really wide. He has that Roy Jones wide stance. Again, I'm not saying he's Roy, but he looks a lot like him.
Good counter right hand by Correa.
And Sugar, another thing, we talk about the high work rate in the first round. Guys like Cushin and his coach said it, control the middle of the ring and use that jab. Guys who know it, who believe in what they can do, they don't wait on anybody to dictate. They're the dictator. Ryan is one of those guys. He waits on that hook and he doesn't dictate.
And it's the jab that has kept Correa's offense muted thus far in the round, Sugar.
Absolutely. Yeah, great fight so far.
Correa misses with the right hand. They clinch, and this Anaheim bloodthirsty.
Listen, fellas, good job.
Well, they know the bad blood that is going to be settled in that main event. The Diaz Army will be in attendance. The Street Jesus crew will be in attendance from Masvidal. It's going to be quite the atmosphere in the main event as we're just getting started. There's a straight left hand down the middle by Cushin that lands on the face of Correa.
Yeah, that was that straight left that you were talking about earlier in the fight.
Yep. God, see, I like my odds against these two. I would love to, you know, get in with, you know, someone that's pretty experienced but not at the highest level yet.
Your hands are free.
Yeah, for Cushing, this is his 14th pro fight and the 15th pro fight for Correa, and they have a lot of experience in terms of rounds. They're almost equal in that regard.
What are these 8-ounce gloves? They're tiny. I like it.
You know, 147, your division, Sean. You know all about what it takes to be successful in one of the glamour divisions of boxing.
Yeah, you know, the thing that Cushing's doing right now, you know, we already know that he's established the pace. He's been the dictator this whole fight, and now he's doing what he told us he was going to do. He said he's going to bully the bully.
Oh,
can't run into those punches.
He clipped
Right
Correa
hook.
with the right hook. 30 seconds left in the second stanza. And again, the output almost 2-1 in favor of Cushing.
Wow.
Back to the body.
Well, that's where Correa is outmatched. He's outmatched with the speed and footwork, and we can see that, which is why he's been outpunched double this round.
Stop at the bell.
He's doing a good job circling off the rope so he's not getting pinned there.
Stop at that bell, now. Listen for the bell. Time, that's it.
Correa looks frustrated.
Left foot, trabajamos el left foot. So respira.
Breathe.
Respira.
Breathe.
Take a deep breath.
Come on, take a deep breath. Let's go.
Mira, tírame doble recto y ven con el gancho por arriba.
Stay out of his lane.
Okay? Stay out of his fucking lane.
Buddy, all you got to do is touch this motherfucker now. You hear me?
How you breathe? Take a deep breath.
Let your hands go. You hear me?
Cushing's corner wants him to let his hands go. Correa's corner want to see more of the left hook.
You know, Sugar said in the last round, Correa looked frustrated going back to his corner. It's a lot to keep up with, a lot to manage with Cushing. The foot movement, the hand speed, the feints we just saw like that right there.
Yeah, in that second round, Sugar, Cushing was 11 of 53. Correa just 5 of 26. And the jab can serve as an irritant. It serves many, many roles.
Yeah. The jab keeps your opponent off balance, keeps him at bay.
There's a counter right hand from Correa.
Nice over the top of the left hand of Cushing. And that's what I would tell you, Sugar. You're trying to get in the boxing ring and find a great jab. I don't know if you got it.
You never seen me fight, huh?
I haven't, man.
I was gonna say
we're talking.
He's got a sweet stick.
Yeah.
You want to talk about output and speed, baby? I feel like I can hang with these guys.
These guys getting you hyped up.
I can hang with these guys.
Listen.
Hey, you're sitting next to one of the pound-for-pound best.
I know. I know about it.
Ooh, beautiful.
Oh, nice left hand there on Correa. Pleading his case to the referee. 1:40 seconds left here in the third round, and it's been the jab of Cushing, and he's setting a trap. He's baiting Correa there with his hands low, a la Roy Jones Jr.
Not Roy, but he can't afford to get hit. That is one thing that Correa has is power, and he's got precision as well. He's just got to find it.
Devin's trying to punch to make him punch back just so he can counter him. Circles him up.
Referee imploring them to punch out of the clinch, and they're swinging.
Devin will throw a jab out there just to try to get a counter out of Manuel.
Yeah, see, you know what you're looking at.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you
He's
know,
one to know as a boxer.
Yeah, he throws it sometimes to land it, but it's a lot of pumping it just to pull something out of Correa.
Am I going to have to get you out of retirement and maybe book my own super bout here between you two? What's happening?
Ain't happening.
Oh, nice overhand right
both going in.
by Correa. Oh, and there's a lot of swelling over that left eye of Correa. Probably from a clash of heads. We'll have to confirm. But Correa was pleading his case to the referee as well, saying, hey, what's going on here? And now Cushing doing again, setting a trap
Boom.
and coming back with some hand speed.
Stop! Whoa! Listen. Hey, listen. When I say stop, both of you. Hey, come here. Relax. When
You can feel the bad blood.
stop.
These guys do
When I
not
say
like each
stop,
other.
Stop, okay? Break. Box.
Yes, they made that
10
clear in the
seconds. Listen
fighter
for that bell.
meetings, and
Stop
again,
the
the
bell.
history with Correa beating Cushing in the amateurs, and now meeting to kick off Fan Mio pay-per-view, last man standing, and yeah, a lot of gamesmanship.
No feints from Correa. Gotta get that one down.
So we see the swelling over the eye right here. Ooh, right there. You know, when Cushing let go of that overhand left, he just simply bringing his hands back and his head back, and then we saw another one right there. I don't think it's intentional, but this right here, hey, we in a fight, baby. We in a fight.
That just, ooh. I mean, head position's a real thing. You need to have a good head position. Obviously, can't use it as a weapon.
There it is. There's the scraping with the laces. Not legal. However, it's a fight, and until you get warned, keep doing what you got to do.
Absolutely.
Mouthpiece. Back up. Hold on. Box. Let's go. Keep it clean.
The bell and round number 4, Mauro Ranallo, Sean Porter, and Sean O'Malley ringside here at Honda Center in Anaheim, California. Cushing and Correa. Correa with a play on words when it comes to Cushing's surname, as he flashed that beautiful triple jab while circling away. But Correa says that Cushing has cushions for hands. He's tasted that leather tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like Correa's worried about Cushing's offense, and he trusts his power as well. Landed some good right hands this round so far.
But Sugar for Correa, he has to amp the offense. He's averaging under 30 punches around.
Yeah, and it's not like when he's landing big punches. If he was landing big punches that was really, hurting Cushing, it'd be different, but he's not really landing those big shots.
Like there's that right hand, but it's attempted a big shot.
He's had a couple of big punches landed this round with, like you just said, not a big impact, not a big effect. However, he's touching Cushing this round.
Good fight so far, though.
Yeah, and it's a tactical affair. Cushing utilizing the incredible ring IQ, that mental level IQ you get from working with the Jones family, setting traps.
I'd like to see Cushing keep him up against the ropes, feint up against the ropes, put that pressure on him without.
And 2 from the southpaw stance by the undefeated Cushing. Ooh, winds up with that left. And again, loads up on the left hand, followed by the right.
Look at that. Landed 2, and then he just smothered them and tied him up.
I'm not going to do this again. Keep it clean, okay?
A little bow.
Box.
Would you have the instincts to clinch up and maybe?
No. I like to stay at the range, but that's my whole game. No clinch. I'm not trying to wrestle. I'm trying to knock dudes out.
That's what fans pay to see, my friend.
Absolutely.
But here in boxing, like I'm saying, if you were a boxer, the instincts of
you got to do what you got to do.
Fighters, yes. The framing and whatnot. And there's Cushing again along the ropes, but I keep thinking he's just trying to lure Correa in.
He can't, right there. Big left hand landed for Correa. He knows
goes to the body. Correa picking, and Correa having his best round in terms of punch output. Has thrown a fight-high 34 punches. Listen, we have 30 seconds left in the round.
I was going to say, both guys said this wasn't going to go the distance. For Cushing, I think he was more so relying on his speed to create that power, land a big shot. But Correa, we can see it. He's got some timing there, and he's got some power as well.
Both of them neglecting the body, and that is something that can prove to be very, very valuable, Sugar.
Yes, sir. Cushing was going to the body nice early on in the rounds. Kind of getting away from it. Not too much, though. He's still dipping every once in a while. Nice circle out. Beautiful.
Yes, the turn by Cushing and the scoring combination at the bell.
Dame el paño, dame la toalla. need you to keep your hands up. You understand me? Yeah. I need you to keep your hands up. When you're inside, what? Well. It's good, baby. It's good. Yes, sir.
Right here, probably the best combination thrown in this fight. Nice double jab in the left hand, right down the middle.
Boom.
Right down the middle. It's funny when you see a replay, it lets you know just how clean a punch landed. I think it grazed the glove on its way in, but in real time, that looked like it was a really nice combination.
Unfortunately for Manuel Correa, he's no Muhammad Ali when it comes to prognostications. He said he would fold Cushing in 4. Here's round number 5. Correa with 8 knockout wins in his 13 victories. In his lone loss, he was stopped due to punches by Elner Abdul-Arimov in May of 2022, but Cushing utilizing that lateral movement. We want to see more of the mobility from Cushing, Sugar.
Yeah, Cushing's looking good coming out in this round.
Stop now. Stop.
Cardio doesn't seem to be an issue with neither of them yet. We still got a few rounds to go.
And Sean, of course, you can, well, Sean, both you guys gotta get to it. Showtime. You can speak, of course, to how much the mental pressure can tire you out as a fighter.
Absolutely. I think Correa, you can see that he's still bringing that pressure. He's still in it. He still knows that he can land that big punch.
A little bullfighter matador act, or the bull in the matador action.
Yeah, I see it. You know, and for Cushing, his thing is just he's got to stay the course and not get lackadaisical in the ring. Something bad could happen.
Don't throw on the brake. Go.
You never know what fighters are dealing with either in fight camps. You never know if there was an injury going into this fight, if the weight cut was bad, if the rehydration was bad. You know, you just never know what's going on in these fight camps.
Well, we got some gamesmanship, and you're a showman. Once Showtime and Sugar, you know how to put on a show. Look at Correa standing this.
See, this isn't, I mean,
he wants to fight.
He's putting on a show, but he's also down on the scorecards. He needs to be putting the pressure not on the show right now.
You know what? The other side of that, though, you telling the guy who's been moving away from you all fight to come in.
Well, and he said that the Cushing was going to be running. He was going to try to jab, but he's got no power. I'm going to come forward, put the pressure, and make him fold. Again, he said he would do it by round 4, but here in round 5, and Sugar said it best as well, it's fine to engage in showmanship, but you've got to land those punches.
Yeah.
Ooh, guillotine here. Now we can start talking.
I got you. Relax. I got him.
9 of your 12 knockouts are due to punches.
Yeah,
So
damn right.
you like to use your hands. 45 seconds left here in the 5th. Cushing again utilizing the lateral movement. Correa unable to cut off the ring and just marching forward, but not throwing many punches. In fact, he's only credited with throwing 16 punches in this round with 30 seconds left. According to CompuBox, Correa's yet to land a punch.
Stick and move. Cushing's doing a great job using footwork, stick and moving, not getting pinned up.
Make him miss, make him pay, right? The mantra. In many ways, Showtime Sean Porter would probably like to see Correa do it. Showtime Sean P did.
Absolutely.
Utilize that middle linebacker strategy as Cushing opens up with a combination at mid-range.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, when you change directions on him, all you gotta do is let your hands go, you hear me? Change direction, pop up, keep moving.
Stop pushing on his head.
Deep breath. Hey, all you gotta do is bite down. There's 2 more, baby.
In and out. Get down, gentlemen. Get down. Keep up. In and out.
Deep.
Nice 1-2 this round from Cushing. A lot of the straight punches. I mean, we knew that about this fight. Wide shots were going to be coming from Correa. Nice right down the middle. Again, showing his intelligence in the ring, his amateur tutelage, coming around the gloves right there. He sees the hands right up. You know, so he's got good direction in his punches too from Devin Cushing.
Devin Cushing had Olympic aspirations. Unfortunately, his bid for membership on the team ended on a controversial decision at the U.S. trials, and so his decision to turn pro was moved up. He wanted to turn pro at 21. He turned pro earlier, and now he's turning Correa with these combinations.
That was a nice combination right there. I mean, that was textbook, keep moving, keep turning the guy who doesn't have good feet and punch when you turn.
Hey,
that was textbook.
You're holding too much. You understand? You're holding too much. You're holding too much. Box.
Referee Margado admonishing Cushing. He doesn't want him to hug it out. He wants him to slug it out.
Man, it's just Correa's feet are so bad.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Left hook by Correa. And Correa clubbing right uppercut. So good exchange. Well, Correa trying to make it a fight now on the inside. But again, you can see Cushing not bothered at all by his power sugar.
Yeah, it looks like his defense is pretty good on the inside. Some of those punches are landing, but a lot of them are kind of slipping right on the side.
He's done hand off his head and punch out.
And that's what Correa does. He punches out. Showtime.
Yeah, I want to see Correa bend his knees, though. Bring that power from the legs. That's where it's at. You know, he's punching with nothing but upper body, and that's why he doesn't have any effect on anything that he's landing.
Cushing's starting to sit in the pocket a little more. You wonder if his legs are giving out a bit. He's been moving a lot all fight. He's sitting in the pocket a little bit more.
I think what he's doing is, like you said before, remember he was moving, trying to bring Correa into him. I think now he's just sitting in the pocket, waiting on the opening, and he'll take advantage when he knows he can.
Again, Cushing backing up, hands down, and I have to believe he's trying to set a trap, but at the same time,
he looks tired to me.
Yeah, he has to start throwing punches, and you're right, fatigue may be a potential factor because the offense is not where it was for Cushing, and again, Correa out throwing him in this round.
He's definitely up on the cards, but I mean, once you get really tired, your heart rate gets that high, that's when your chin starts to go a little bit. That's when you get knocked out a little bit more easily, is when your heart rate's that high, you're completely gassed out. Winning on the cards, but we still got, you know, some time left.
You got scientific on us.
Heart rate, baby. Drop the heart rate word.
Cushing trying to turn Correa, and again, just no power on display. Correa, right uppercut, goes to the body, had Cushing cornered momentarily. So it's again, at close quarters. Wow. But Cushing unable to really get on track.
Put that on free, let his arm go.
It's still a Cushing round. I think he still controlled this fight.
Yes.
This round. But he's definitely allowed himself to get hit.
And again, clean, effective punching is the #1 criteria. Fans don't appear to think there's much of that going on, but again, these two are fighting to move up in the rankings, move up the food chain. And Cushing trying to protect that undefeated record and avenge the loss in the amateurs. Honda Center in Anaheim filling up a sold-out crowd in attendance tonight. Diaz versus Masvidal, last man standing. Let's take a look at the action.
Nice uppercut. I mean, look at his eyes. He looked at it before he threw it. Now, there's not a lot of fighters in the game that can see it and throw it and land it at the same time. Then the other side of that, boxing close quarters like this, but he's shoulder rolling. He's moving when he needs to. That in and out. I said this before. Cushing's really good at a lot of things, and we've seen it unfold.
Was he stealing a look at a clock there, though? Because it looked like he was just, I mean,
very true.
If you're looking at the clock,
hold on,
may not be a good sign in terms of conditioning. Like, sugar!
Well, it depends if you're, you know, strategic with that, looking at the clock. How much time do I got? How much energy do I need to, you know, expend? Do I need to win this round? Did I already win this round? There's a lot of reasons you could look at the clock.
Well said.
I've been training kids. Shout out to Game Changers Sports Academy. I've been training the kids, and anytime they look at the clock, I say, drop down, push your position. We don't look at the clock. You know, when you're looking at the clock, that means you're concerned about something.
Cushing's corner wanted him to change directions, utilize the angles. There's some good upper body movement, and he is trying to find a way to use the jab, but Correa just comes forward. Not a lot of technique with his punches, but just trying to wear down his opponent.
You know, Cushing's corner wants him to change directions, but he's a little heavier on his legs now. I think you hit the nail on the head, Sugar, when you said that he may have some conditioning issue.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was talking about in that first round. That there was a very, very high output for, you know, you got to be smart with your energy, and, you know, you need to be able to move around the entire fight if you're not going to be able to get the guy out of there.
Correa's body attack, MIA. has not been credited with 1 punch landed. For Cushing, only 12 body shots landed. He's 76 of 302, while Correa just 28 of 222 punches thus far. That's a 13% connection clip. So not a great night if you're Correa.
No. Listen, man, that's there ain't nothing.
And
but,
really, even Cushing's statistics aren't really all that impressive.
No, but you know, again, the thing for Correa is, did you study? Or you know this guy. You know exactly what he's about. In order to slow him down, you got to get to the body.
There we go.
I think more than anything, a lack of intelligence and understanding in terms of what needed to be done in order to beat Cushin.
What is your takeaways thus far, Sugar, as we've got just over a minute left here in the 7th round?
Yeah, I mean, going to the body's gonna, you know,
Hands free, fellas.
really
Punch out. Punch out. You're holding him, Manuel. Stop. I got you. Don't punch anymore. Turn around.
trying to hear what he's saying.
Box.
What did he say?
He said he's gonna beat me, Sean.
Well, I mean, he is beating him, so
And he shouldn't be talking to us at ringside.
unless he's winning. And if you're winning, you can talk. If you're losing, you're not much.
But you
to
were
say.
saying, Sugar, just in terms of what you have witnessed here through the 7 rounds thus far.
Yeah, Cushing's, you know,
Let his arm go,
outboxing him.
Devin. Let his
He's
arm
really
go, Devin.
sticking to his jab.
You too, my boy.
He was going to the
There we
body
go. Good
early.
job.
You know, he's looking good. I think he's slowing down a little bit, but he's winning. He's won most of the rounds. He's still winning.
head
You
up,
know, so
Devin.
far it's been a really competitive fight.
Get that arm out. Get that right arm out. Watch your hands, guys, both of you. Stop. I got you. Don't punch anymore. Stop punching. Turn around.
Go to the body. You guys have never worked, but I cheer for guys when I need to. All right, and I coach him when I need. Correa's got to get to the body ASAP.
It's a little too late. We got one more round. He hasn't been going to the body at all. You gotta start depleting.
That's it. Good
Cushin
job.
throwing a little extra couple little shots after. You gotta go to the body early. That's how you slow someone down. That's how you knock someone out. You gotta go to the body, go to the body, go to the body. That chin will open up.
I'm
You know,
dead ass. You got
that's how
to
it's
end this
done.
fucking round. You're letting this dude get away with too much motherfucking shit. Tighten them fucking feet up. You're fucking walking, man. Do you understand me? You're walking.
Are you tired, man?
No.
All right, then. He out there saying
You better fucking find something in,
We
man.
need this right deep in, and let's go. Let's go to work. Get this
Hey.
motherfucker.
Find something.
This is the last round, bro. We need this round. You understand me? I need this round. You understand me? I need this.
Champ, we're gonna touch gloves in the center of the ring.
Okay? Bomb away.
For just the 2nd time in their respective careers, Devin Cushing and Manny Correa are entering the 8th round. Cushing defeated
Last round.
Aldemir Silva November of 2022 via 8-round unanimous decision. For Correa, he won via majority decision over Marcelo Williams in February of 2022. So here we are, final round. The undefeated Devin Cushing, looking to avenge an amateur loss to Manny Correa, is ahead statistically. But hey, we know this is combat sports.
Oh, boy.
You never want to leave it to the judges.
We saw a bad decision a little earlier. I think Cushing's he's comfortable where he's at, but you know he's got to finish strong, and not even to win this fight. He's got to finish strong for the statement he said he wanted to make for the 135-pound division.
Opportunities arise when you knock people out. Winning decisions is good. You know, it's a win. But you know, you want to get these opportunities. You want to fight the next big guy's name. You gotta put on a show. You gotta put on a statement. This is a good performance, but you know, to top it off would be beautiful with a KO.
Beautiful left hand from Cushing, but Correa withstood it, and no less an authority than the legendary, the late great Hall of Fame trainer Emanuel Stewart put it best, Showtime.
Yes.
Knockouts.
Yes, knockout sale, you know, and at this point, this is what everybody has been wanting. We've heard a couple boos through the night. It's been a good boxing match, but people ain't here for a boxing match tonight. They're here to see some people get their heads knocked.
Yes, sir. How does it get determined if it's 8 rounds, 6 rounds, 4? Is it contractual between the managers? Is it a certain amount of fights? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about what you want to do. When you're moving a fighter, you move them accordingly, 4, 6, 8, so on. So right now, being 13-0,
and 13-1, yeah, relatively the same experience.
Yeah, you know, it's just this is where we're at. This is gonna
But it can't be 12, right? The only championship
fight.
Okay.
Well, and this, Sean, smaller ring than normal, no?
Yeah, it does
Looks
look a little
bit
small.
which again, only caters to a more friendly action. Final minute here in the 8th round. Who wants it more? Correa leaning in on Cushing, delivering uppercuts on the inside, shoe shining to the body.
Stop! I got you. Don't punch anymore.
Double underhooks. Man, they must know Sugar Sean O'Malley is here ringside. I think I've called an MMA fighter too myself.
Yes, sir, you have. But you did say, you said it looks like a smaller ring. I didn't realize. I know in the octagon there's a small and there's a big one.
I know, and again, that's just, you know, I'm wearing glasses, so don't listen to anything I'm saying. It just seems to be a little smaller than normal. Oh, and there again, Cushing with the left. Just laying it all on the line, but the clock continues to tick away.
Let's see if we can see a Max Holloway last second knockout. These guys are going to stand toe-to-toe, I believe.
You talk about
Let's see it.
fan-friendly legend.
Let's see it.
Max Holloway, they don't make them like that.
Oh.
And the crowd, they wanted to see the KO. They see the KO.
Good job. That's it.
Correa thinks he did enough to win, but, you know.
Well, the CompuBox totals do not agree because Cushing was credited with 96 of 396. Correa only 37 of 307. And when it came to body punches, 16-0 for Cushing.
Both Seans don't agree with that. Correa did not pull this one out by any means. There was nowhere that could have been done.
So for the second time, and they're again talking about what Sugar was saying, this is just the second time in their careers that they've gone 8 full rounds as we await the official decision. And here was Showtime and Sugar. Your broadcasting debut, Sugar.
Yeah,
so far, so sweet, my man.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Watching a boxing fight from this angle is it's interesting. It's a lot of fun so far.
And Sean, Cushing should get the decision. What was the biggest difference in this fight?
The biggest difference was the speed, the quickness, the footwork. You know, I think in every way, form and fashion, Devin he controlled the fight, controlled the action. List goes on.
But this is a division of sharks, a welterweight division. You want to make a statement, and of course there was bad blood between these two. And again, fans wanted to see more offense, more output.
The fight ended and everybody booed. It was a pretty good boxing match. Everybody booed. We know what they're here to see tonight. They want to see some heads turn. These guys didn't do enough of it.
What about Diaz versus Masvidal? Sugar Sean, two guys who went at it for the ceremonial BMF belt 5 years ago in the octagon. What gets you most amped about this boxing match in the main event?
That one it never actually came to an end. The doctor's stoppage, there was 2 more rounds, 10 more minutes left. Diaz really comes on in the end. I felt like Masvidal was still, you know, getting better, but there's not a definitive who won that fight.
And we will indeed see tonight on the 5th anniversary of Jorge Masvidal setting the record for the fastest knockout in UFC history when he baptized Ben Askren with his knee. He'll have to.
I gotta say that was 3 seconds. They say it was 5 seconds. They say it was 5. I've rewatched it. It was that knee landed on his chin at 3 seconds.
So
the
now
dude was
Dwayne
sleeping.
Ludwig is even more upset.
It was 3 seconds.
Listen, hey, yo, give me some love though, because to give him the credit that he deserves for something like that. Not a lot of other MMA guys, like when you're a colleague of somebody, you usually ain't about celebrating them, you know what I mean? So I appreciate you for celebrating Jorge Masvidal right now.
Nate and Jorge are big guys. They're not in my division, so no beef.
Right.
They could probably both whoop my ass, so I'll praise them.
So, was it that difficult to tabulate the scores? I mean, we are still waiting for what we believe should be a clear-cut, unanimous decision win for the undefeated Devin Cushing.
I hope we're just waiting on TV.
Well, let's look at some of the stats.
Wow.
And again, guys, just a barometer. I know a lot of fighters take umbrage with the statistics, but again, the numbers do tell the story here, right?
I mean, 0 punches landed to the body. That is, it's just a horrible strategy. It's almost amateur, if you ask me. 1 jab, it was, I mean, that is not, those are not good stats at over 8 rounds of boxing.
All right, California State Athletic Commission, anytime.
I'm a little worried. Remember what we saw earlier?
Oh, you were, buddy. I've been doing boxing. Well, I've been doing combat sports for almost 30 years. I still cannot believe that there is not accountability. There is not more done with all the technology, the evolution of combat sports. The judging needs to be fixed,
Especially in the sport of boxing.
MMA too, UFC, there's been some wild judging.
And again, I'm not, judges have the toughest jobs in the world. I've tried to be a judge. It's not easy.
Oh, by
but
the
if
way,
you sign up and you're trained and you're a professional judge, just do your job. All right, well, the judges have finally done their job, and let us see if they got it right. Jimmy Lennon Jr. has the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of action, the decision is unanimous. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Dr. Lou Moret, scores the bout 77-75. Pam Hayashida sees it 78-74, and Judge Don DeVergis scores the bout 80-72. All 3 in favor of the winner, Devin Cushin.
And the arena breathes a sigh of collective relief. Let's go into the ring with Brian Campbell.
Come on, man. Come on. Look, man, I give it 5. Let's go, gentlemen. I give it 5-3. Hey, respect, bro. Respect. All right, vamos por aquí.
The victorious Devin Cushin. Look, you told us this week you wanted to bully the bully. Did you succeed in that regard?
Tonight, man, I'm not pleased with my performance tonight, Brian. I've been off a long time. I've been off 15 months. No excuses, though. I got the job done tonight. It was a tough against a tough opponent, and respect Emmanuel.
The tenor of the fight seemed to change in round 6. You slowed down a bit. How much was your gas tank tested in this one?
It was tested. He's a tough competitor, man. He keeps coming, and he can take a shot. So, like I said, man, I don't rate my performance too good tonight. Like I said, no excuses, man. We'll get back to the drawing board and get back to work.
He got you in the amateurs. You got him back in the pros. What was the biggest difference between the two of you then to now?
Just I'm a grown man, more disciplined, up in my mental. So, yeah.
Crowd booed you a little bit. You okay with that?
Man, I don't listen to the crowd, man. I don't pay that no mind.
Congratulations to you, Devin.
Devin Cushin improves to 14-0 as we are just getting things started. The first of 6 scraps coming your way, culminating with the main event, Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal, renewing their rivalry inside the boxing ring. Diaz versus Masvidal, presented by Fan Meal, is brought to you by Make America Great Again token, available on the Ethereum network. Limitless One Shot Ultimate Energy. Happy